Hi again. My name is Rebel and I'm the Rebel Reseller, and today we're going to be doing a what sold video for last week, Monday through Thursday, which was March 17th through the 20th. Sales were down 3 of the days, and then one of the days was really good. And then I actually had a couple more really good days, and then I think I've had the worst week ever on eBay. So I don't know what's wrong. I know for a fact my screens are acting wonky. My seller hub page just all of a sudden changed. This morning was scary because I tried to do my end and sell similar on 200 items, clicked the button, went to, end them, and only 83 ever showed up again on the unsolds. And I kept refreshing and refreshing and refreshing. And then I went and looked at my numbers for what was still listed. And yeah, it wasn't quite working out that it had deleted 200. It didn't. But do I have an accurate number of what was happening? No, but that was just scary. My whole page was acting wonky because it said it was supposed to delete 200, but it deleted 83. I don't know what's going on with eBay, but it is what it is. I'm just going to keep on keeping on. So it's all we can do. We've still not heard from the March winner for the free month of my Reseller Genie. So if you are
Veronica Whitethorn,
please let us know
sometime today,
being
March
Friday.
28th. And then Hannah's Heirlooms.
Hannah's Heirloom was the second place person. Please let us know if you're hearing this. Send us a message saying that yes, you want to get the free month by
Sunday noon Eastern time.
Otherwise, our third place person has already contacted us, Connie H. If we don't hear from either of you, then we will contact Connie to let her know that she won March. Let me go ahead and show you what sold. One thing on Etsy, that 4-day period, and then the things that sold on eBay. Sold my Velveteen Rabbit stocking for $15.25. If you notice, there's a number 2 on the end. That's how I differentiate listings. When I have like 2 of them, something's different about them, so I'm not going to do a quantity of 2. I'll just usually put like a number 2, a number 3. I do that a lot of times, like with Kohl's Cares plush, because one might have the tag, one might not have the tag. So that's just kind of how I keep eBay from not saying that it is a duplicate listing. And then on eBay, lots of bread and butter. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. First thing that sold was this Walmart bear plush with the little shimmer hearts on it. Words to the wise, don't ever wash these type of plush because everything in your laundry will end up with those little shimmer things all over them. But this bear sold for $8.96. Fisher-Price Puffalumps Christmas Bear. Y'all, this was listed back in 2023. Just never did sell. Finally got an offer of $15. Make it gone. Christian Albrecht Erzeberg. Wooden Christmas ornament. Got it in a box lot of ones that I picked up somewhere. Found that was actually a really good brand, so I just listed it separate. Sold for $12.50. Bauer, Los Angeles. We picked up a whole table full of these dishes for $50 at an estate sale. I've already sold the berry bowls, and then now I've sold one of the serving dishes. Took a best offer of $19. Fisher-Price Loving Family Wedding Arch Musical. There were other accessories that should have gone with this. I didn't have it. This was all that was in the listing, and it sold for $11.66. Kohl's Dr. Seuss Hop on Pop Bear. Pick up a lot of Kohl's Cares. They're just bread and butter, most of them. This one sold for $8.05. Plus shipping for those of you who are new to my channel. I don't do free shipping. These jeans, American Eagle Hipsters women's jeans, sold for $24.68. We are doing really, really well with American Eagle and sourcing tons of it in our area. Brass pitcher with the handle. Don't have a whole lot of brass left. I sourced a bunch of it many years ago. Finally got it all listed. I'll probably pick it up here and there, but I'll never buy in bulk again. It just takes forever. And this pitcher finally sold $22.45. Dickies men's jeans, flannel lined, sold for $15.05. Orvis men's olive green pants, sold for $17. Thank goodness for the clothes right now too. White dog plush hand puppet, sold for $15. Kids preferred Peter Rabbit plush, probably something I'm not going to pick up very much anymore. Maybe the vintage Eden ones, but for the most part, these take forever to sell and they're bread and butter. This one sold for $9. K'NEX Nintendo Super Mario Yoshi. This was in a box lot of stuff that I picked up probably at the bins. I didn't even realize that it was K'NEX. Just kept these pieces together, sold for $10. Old Navy boyfriend black jeans, sold for $10. Red Riding Hood Grandma and the Wolf. It's one of those reversible dolls. This one was 10-inch, sold for $17.95. Lucky Brand jeans, sold for $20. Jeans are so easy, y'all. If you're looking for something else to fill in the gaps when things are slow, definitely check into jeans. Kindergarten doll accessories. I didn't have the doll. I knew what I had when I found these. I'm thinking at the bins. This was just the little carry bag, the little hat, and a bottle. Actually, and a little ring. Very cute. Sold for $17.50. This was from the Sasha Doll estate sale. Picked this up the second day that we went. I had picked up the original one, these in sealed bags, and then I went back and because I knew they still had these loose ones. These were the ones that sold first. They actually went to an international buyer through the eBay International Shipping Program, $31.45. This is some advertising pharmaceutical plush. This came in the high bid estate sale that we won years and years and years ago. Still have several baskets of it listed, but you know, I sell it pretty consistently still. It was tons of stuff. But this is Rhina 12S plush, still in its original packaging, sold for $15.25. I would not try to cross-list these to the other platforms. Every time I've tried in the past, I get a warning that you're not supposed to sell medical stuff, medicine, on these other platforms. So it's not one of the ones that I would try to cross-list at any time. Starbucks Hawaii You Are Here mug from 2013. I think I actually had this sitting on my wall for a little while. I've got so much, even though it's not put up yet, I've got so much that as I was packing stuff up to move it out here, I just picked a couple of the pieces to go ahead and list. It sold for $15.25. Mattel Blues Clues Puppy Periwinkle on the Car and Steve, sold for $22. This sold very quickly. Not as much as it should have or could have because it had a stain on its face that I could not get out. Showed pictures of it, put it in the listing, still sold right after I listed it. I picked this up at the Habitat Restore in Johnson City not very long ago, a couple of weeks ago. I want to say I paid a couple, but no, actually I think this was one of the ones I paid $1 for, maybe $2. But I sold something else that I picked up that day. I'll show it here in a minute. But he sold, this is the Raymond Briggs Snowman by Eden, and it sold for $30. All right, this person came and bought 2 of the lots of Snoopy stuff that I had. One of these items was from the Snoopy lot that I won last year. Paid $150 for tons of Snoopy stuff. And that was the paperweight. The paperweight sold for $15, and then 2 of the Hallmark itty bitty Snoopies sold for $14, so a total of $29. More jeans. These were Levi's 726 flare jeans, sold for $18. UNC Charlotte Norm, the Niner Minor plush. Didn't really find much on him, so I picked a price, listed it for $49.95. Took about a month and got a best offer of $35 for him. Vintage wooden Christmas ornaments. Anytime I get these in box lots, I tend to put like all the wooden ones together, all the glass ones together. These 4 sold for $11.43. Funny thing is, I was about to take down all of my listings for the VTech Go Smart vehicles and start making some larger lots. I was doing 2 or 3 of them, trying to keep it under 15 ounces so the shipping wouldn't be that bad. They're just not selling very quickly for me anymore. But I ended up selling just this ATV vehicle for $8.96. But I think after this, I'm going to start making larger lots of the Go Smart vehicles. All right, this was in my Barbie huge tote that the beginning of last year I went through painstakingly with Google Lens and got all of that separated and listed. This ended up being a Disney Tinkerbell thread table and chair set, and it sold for $8.96. IKEA Little Pink Pig Bank sold for $10. Pikachu Pokemon coffee cup mug from 2016 sold for $17.95. Took almost a year to sell. This also was picked up at the Habitat Restore sale the same day I picked up Raymond Briggs. Pretty sure. I know I paid $5 for this Puffalump chick. It was like in the Easter section. It's from 1992 and it sold very quickly, $26.95. Dakin Brown Bear plush. Oh, this has been listed again forever and finally sold. I've mentioned quite often, I'm trying to really scale down the numbers of bears that I pick up. Would I pick this one up again? Probably. It's Dakin. I like Dakin. I probably should have had it over on Etsy. I tend to sell more Dakin over there. It just hadn't made it there yet. It still sold for $25.16. Best Made Toys, cute little yellow duck. It's Easter time. Probably going to end up in somebody's Easter basket. Sold for $13.45. I like Best Made Toys. I think they're really nice quality. Walmart, little brown dog with the red bandana, sold for $13.96. And then my best sell was this. And I have put this off listing forever. These were shoes and nylons and accessories that came in the Terry Lee lot that I picked up at an estate sale earlier last year. I paid like $65. I got 3 dolls. Lots of clothes. I haven't finished listing them either. And then there was this bag of shoes that I thought they were in pretty rough condition. Stiff. Some of them were leather and they were really, really stiff. I tried to show all of that in my pictures. It sold instantly. I listed it like that morning and within an hour I had received a $100 offer for this lot of shoes. None of it was marked Terry Lee. I just put in my listing that it all came with a Terry Lee doll lot that I picked up at an estate sale. But the person has already left me amazing feedback. Loved the lot. So, sometimes the condition of stuff may not make it less desirable. Some of the stuff, you know, they're never going to find the stuff again for those vintage Terry Lee dolls. So go ahead and list it and aim a little bit high and see what happens. So just my 2 cents. All right, y'all. Never have I ever shipped only 2 items in one day. And that's what happened to us this morning. Now, 2 things sold yesterday morning that Robert went ahead and included in that day's shipment. So technically 4 things. I am shocked. I am just shocked how poorly eBay is doing right now. You know, I get you if you're, you know, you're having those really, really bad days. But all I can do is encourage you to, you know, keep working it, because I even told my friend Shannon the other day, because we were just commiserating on how bad things have been on eBay. And I just kept saying, you know, fourth quarter. We just got to remember fourth quarter, because it's always good during that time of year. So, all right. Time to get to work, except I'm heading off to an ER because me and some barbed wire got into a fight today at a yard sale and I lost. So Rebel has to go get a tetanus shot. It's never ending saga with me right these days. Poor Robert. He's having to put up with all of this. See you at the ER. Bye.